Another feature of SURFCAM drilling operations is what we call hole processing. That is the ability to program multiple tools in one drilling operation. I'm going to begin once again by moving up to NC, down to 2-axis, and down to drill. SURFCAM is asking us to select the points and our circles for drilling, so I'm going to select the same ones we did before and then click on Done. First question is, what tool do we use? I'm going to select the tool and I'm going to go with a spot drill, a 1/2 inch 90-degree spot drill. Click OK. Change the tool number to 1, length offset to 1. Our feeds and speeds are appropriate, so I'm going to move on to the cycle control next. Under cycle control, the important thing here is the spot drill diameter. This is a 1/4 inch hole that I'm going to eventually tap with a 1/4-20. So I'm going to make the hole diameter 260. We have a spot drill cycle type, so we're in good shape, and the next thing I will do is move back to tool information. So as it stands now, we have a single tool programmed. If I move up to this button here that says Add After, I can add a second tool to follow the first. Click Add After, and then we go through the process again. This time I'm going to select a drill. I choose Drill, and I want to drill for a 1/4-20 tap, so I'm going to move down to All, and I'm going to find a number 7 drill, which is a .201 diameter. Click on the number 7 drill, click OK, and it appears in our list over on the left, following the spot drill. This is going to become tool number 2. I'm going to leave the speeds and feeds alone and move to cycle control. For the drill cycle, we know we want to have a peck, so I'm going to give it a peck this time. I'm going to give it a peck increment of 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to tell it that the hole depth is through the part once again, so I'll click on the arrow, click on the vertical line, and there's our 1 inch. And I also know that I want to go completely through the part, so I'm going to change it from tip to shoulder. That's tool number 2. Now we move back to tool information, click the Add After button, and select the third tool. This tool is going to be a tap. I'll click on the tap icon, click on the 1/8 button down at the bottom to find taps in a multiple of a 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch. Click the 1/4-20, click OK, and we make this tool number 3. Spindle speed is important here because it controls the feed rate, which as you can see is grayed out. I'm going to change the spindle speed to 200 RPM, which equates to 10 inches per minute. Then I move on to the cycle control. Here's our rapid plane, plunge clearance, retract 2. If you have other types of tapping cycles, you can click on the arrow and you can have left tap, or rigid left tap. I'm going to leave it simply at tap. The depth on this is going to be to the shoulder, and I'm going to tap completely through the part. So once again, I'll click on the arrow, click on the vertical line, and we should be good. If we move back to tool information, then you can see the 3 tools lined up in the order that they're going to be used, and we're ready to go. At this point, I can click OK and accept, and we will have our 3 tools programmed. Now if I want to look at this in verification, I can click on the Verify button, and we can start. I'm going to slow the speed down and begin. Spot drill, drill, and then finally the tap. Once again, we can rotate the part around to look through it to make sure we've done everything we wanted to do, and we're finished.